Elijah, in verse 10, I got to hurry, replies, he says, Lord, out of his fear, I have zealously served the Lord thy God Almighty, but the people of Israel, they've broken his covenant. All the people, they got the altars, they're killing everybody, they're killing all the prophets. And he says, I'm the only one left. And now they are trying to kill me too. Let me say something. Fear will sometimes create a false narrative in your mind that will form your thinking and your decision-making process and have you operating as an animal rather than operating as a prophet. Some of us, we're acting like animals rather than prophets. Because we have taken in and digested consciously and subconsciously a narrative that is not true. What's the narrative that's not true? I'm the only one left. Right there. I'm the only one left. And they're trying to kill me too. I'm the only one left. And God will have you isolated thinking. The enemy will have you isolated thinking you're the only one who's had to start a business with no money. You're the only one that had to start a church with no members. You're the only one that had to go back to school at 55. You're the only one that had to go through divorce. You're the only one that lost a mama and a daddy. You're the only one. He'll have you in a cave by yourself, feeling like I'm the only one, because see what the enemy does, he makes you your greatest enemy. Because remember, Jezebel said, I'm going to kill him. He internalizes it, he processes it, and it affects his behavior, and it takes him out of the function of prophet, and it puts him in a cave where he cannot be who God created him to be. So because he internalized something that came maliciously out of hate and adopted it in his heart, it took him out of his function. Be careful who you let speak over you. That was for you and your cousins, all them too. Be careful who you allow to speak over your life. Be careful what words you allow to sink into your soul and your heart that might spark fear to get you out of your purpose. I want to give you this. Fears you should avoid. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to have direct conversations. Don't be afraid to dream. Don't be afraid to do something new. Okay, I just want to look around real quick and see what you were saying. You ain't saying nothing, so I say it again. Don't be afraid to do something new. Don't be afraid to take time for yourself and God. Don't you let these people have you fooled to believe like the church can't function without you. Because if you die, I promise you, I've seen a lot of pastors go and die, and they keep on rolling. They still keep acting a fool the same way they've been acting a fool. If you don't answer the phone, their life just going to fall apart. Well, if I wouldn't hear what you were going to do anyways. I can't get every call. I can't. Sometimes you need you time. Jesus even took time away from himself to pray. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Don't be afraid of other equally or greater gifted people. Some of you all love to be the big fish in the pond. Sometimes you need to be the minnow. Okay, I go on to the next one. Okay. Don't be afraid to love people even knowing they will sometimes hurt you. Don't be afraid to be uncomfortable. Don't be afraid to address social and racial injustices. Don't be afraid to deal with taboo, because the truth is real people have real problems. Don't be afraid to identify your fears and face your fears. It is at the point of facing your fear that you are really prepared to be used by God.